Hello? Hello? Oh, Jesus, that's loud. Hey, gamers. We're gonna be playing some mods today. I'm very, very happy, because this finally freaking works. I can finally record again. And I can finally actually, you know, grow my channel instead of just waiting for everything to do itself. I could actually do things now. So I had to, like, rework every single one of my things. And honestly, I don't even know. We have a ton of mods. I don't know what just to start with. Let's do Cassette Girl, because that was the one I'm, like, really haven't seen anything on. So, let me get that work, like, up. There you go. This is week 8. Okay, this is actually working, right? Or it's working. Oh shoot, I forgot to pop out chat. Alright. Oh, god dang it. Alright, there we go. This is really cool. Wait, what? It changes? Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. Note standard, controls. One part I don't like about Psych is it doesn't save. Alright, here we go. Hello.
3, 2, 1, go!
I really like this background. Okay. Okay. I really like this. Yeah, this is actually pretty chill. I have like finals coming up. This is good for de-stressing. Is that a Ninja Muffin in the background? Yeah, it is the FNF. I think there's someone on the FNF that was in there. I don't know. I could recognize Ninja Muffin, but I think that's it. I don't even know if that's a Ninja Muffin.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, you can't just throw me straight to the next song. This is a lot faster. Oh, they fixed the note splashes. That's really cool. Or maybe I'm dumb. Maybe it's always been fixed. It might just be a Psych Engine thing that they fixed, but if they did fix that for Psych Engine, that's awesome. Dang! I never knew Zoe's voice was so deep. Oh, it's almost DMing me. Excuse me, did she just rewind? That's so cool. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Machina, okay. Or Machina or Machina? Okay! We're freaking jamming! That second sprite sheet is awesome. That reminds me of Void. She really do have the faker right anim though. Alright. That was really chill. I really enjoyed that. That was really good. Alright, excuse me. Versus Camellia. This is where things get interesting, because a lot of my viewers just like watching me suffer. So, of course, there's a Camellia update, and you know, I gotta play it, so. Oh, I thought I opened the application. Me win the win. Nice. This looks so awesome. I honestly don't want to turn it down. It's that good. What the heck? What? What? Excuse me? Okay. This is awesome. Those mob charts, camera movement. This is awesome. Friday night funkin'. Friday night funkin'. Whoa, they have like legit all of the keybinds. That's awesome. Now, I'm gonna want to get my settings, like, legit perfect for this, because there's no way I am playing versus Camellia without doing it, so. It crashed. The game crashed. Loud! Jesus! cool, but like options. Oh wait, it does save. It does save. Thank God. What? Oh, that's awesome. Alright. Oh, let's just keep everything normal, I guess. Quail, crystallize and Nacris. Oh Mel, let's go. I've played pretty much all of these songs before, but I haven't beaten them on the mod, and I'm fearing for my life. A week later. Hello everyone, thanks for coming out to see me today. Tonight I have none other than the man himself, boyfriend. Does he have what it takes to keep up with me? Only one way to find out. My balls! Nope, wait, nope, we're screenshotting this. My balls. If that is a screenshot, and I'm just gonna post that on the Discord server, and I'm just gonna say mood.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, that's right in my face. Okay! Hey yo, what's up, Mako? Welcome to the stream. This is awesome. But I really... Okay, no. Let's fix this while we can. Oh, what the heck is going on here? That's weird. Fried Knife Funky. God dang it! I'm not used to credits being at the bottom. Okay. Gameplay. Alright, let's do that again. Gamer Artist Week 2. Let's go. Real. My hands are cold, and that is not a good That is not a good attribute. Actually, no, not my hands. I'm just cold. My balls itch.
3, 2, 1, go!
I think I broke it. Okay.
Three, two, one, go!
This scroll speed is killing me. Way too low. Freaking, this is so cool. I can't believe how cool this is. I'm dying though. Help me, I am dying. Help me, I am dying. Everyone thinks until Camellia collabs with annoying orange. Why did I say that? Oh my god! Oh crap, I think I'm gonna have to turn that health drain stuff off. I will not turn it off for the last week though. I will do the last week on Chad mode. Either that or I just increase the scroll speed. Yeah, actually I think I'm just gonna increase the scroll speed because I literally cannot see anything. My balls itch. .2 should work.
2, 1, go!
Camille's missing notes. I freaking fear this man. This Camille legit scares me. You vomits. Rita, don't vomit. That's cringe. Man's going up and that man's going crazy! What a banger. What a banger. God dang. Not bad. Things are only gonna ramp up from here. Alright then, here's Crystallize. Man knows what we want. You ready? You get her another one? Pain. This is great, I love this.
3, 2, 1, go!
Let's go! The song's so good! Sorry, I don't have much commentary because I'm just freaking jamming right now. I need to pay more attention. I'm just looking everywhere I can. It's been a problem with me lately, these rhythm games lately, is that I'm just not paying enough attention to the screen. Oh my god, I was holding that the whole time and I completely forgot. I'm dumb. Hey, they got rid of the miss sound. They just make it so it like leaves a thing like Guitar Hero style. Or no, not Guitar Hero, like Rock Band or something. Where there's no miss sound, it just like hops through the song a bit. That's awesome. Hello, Kara. Oh my god! No! I really don't want to play through all that again. First death on Crystallize of all things. I didn't expect me to struggle this much. Crystallize is like... Crystallize is pretty chill. You doing noise? Yeah, you say that after I die. Or actually, no, wait, it might just be stream delay. You guys think I could do a mod kill streak? How would that work? Like, how many mods can I beat in a row? Answer's probably a lot of them. That screen zooming out thing is like really cool. I can't bet how awesome that is. So apparently there's mod charts in this, and I'm wondering how that's gonna go. Let's go, we did it. God, I love Crystallized. But I like the song that is next up more. And this is probably going to be my favorite song in the Camellia mod. Because I just freaking love this song. It is really good. Fard. For real? No way. The Aisle Grinder. That sounds like some type of, like, shoplifter, like, gang name. If that even exists. Do shoplifter gangs even exist? That is a question for everyone to know. I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. I'm curious, though. Do you think you can keep up with me for 7 straight minutes? What? If you think you can beat me this time, you're sorely mistaken. No holds barred, let's go. Ah, hell no.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh boy. I'm getting frame drops, that's how you know something's about to go down. cringy name? Yeah, you might want to get that changed. If you think it's cringy, which I kind of don't care what username it is. If you think it's cringy, then like you can change it. My frames. I need to stop looking at chat. The music is 10 frames off the actual gameplay. I just freaking... Are you kidding me? Is it already broken? I'm not even trying. Oh my god. You're joking. I just fixed this. No way. Are you joking? I literally uninstalled and reinstalled. That's mad. You know what? Screw it. We're just gonna deal with it. Bear with me here, please. So it's either that or it's the crappy frames. This freaking drop though. If the audio has delay, I honestly don't know how to fix it. Just try refreshing. I want to see if that works. Rip. Big rips. Big F's, boys. I don't even know what's wrong. I might need to update my drivers, but this is like an old laptop, so like, I don't know what exactly is going wrong. It has to be something on like, something to do with OBS. Ricky in the background, what are you doing? Dude, it's so laggy. It's still broken. Alright, we're gonna have to do it. I'll find a way to fix it off stream. After the song, I'll try to see if I can get it fixed. Oh god, it's lagging! We're not gonna deal with you right now. I'm gonna just remove that message, because that looks incredibly suspicious. Okay. Alright, now let's see if I can fix this. Okay, so I found a fix. So apparently we have to put like this audio. Click the gear. Click properties. No. How much do you think the offset is? Oh wait, why is everything using all the tracks? Okay, it's now on one track, so let's see if that fixes it. I just word yeah! Yo! Is it working though? I'm just gonna scroll through the menu to see if, you know, it works. Is the audio working? Like, that doesn't tell me anything. What did I do? Oh great, I just minimized all my tabs. This is scuffed. Okay, so you think it's approximately 10 milliseconds? Okay, you know what? You need to quiet. Alright, so if it's approximately 10 milliseconds, I can get this advanced audio. I can sync the offset to negative 10 milliseconds. Okay, so try 5. Alright, I'll try 5. No, that's my settings. I did negative 10. Is it worse? It's worse? Okay, I'll try 5. Sync offset 5 milliseconds. Is that better? It is? Here, let me make sure, because... Is it better? Okay. I'm going to assume it's fixed. Try it. No. I meant trying negative 10. Okay. Alright, it's all negative 10. I'm gonna scroll through the menu a bit. Oops. Try negative 10? I am! This is negative 10! Who the frick are you? And we're on the wrong difficulty. Lovely. This is going great. Alright.
3, 2.
You know what? Screw it. I'm way too lazy. Mammy? That can work, I guess. But like, how much is it offset? Like, how big is the delay? Is it really small? Because if it's small, I can tweak it. Rena, you literally just copy and pasted the stream title. And more. The baby. Let's go. It's just a time for me to mention that I've never seen anything Hololive related. like, obviously I've heard of Hololive, I've seen a bit of it, but, like, I've never been interested in it. Type what? Okay. I didn't see what you typed. I saw the baby out. Oh wait, no, I'm stupid. I get it. I am actually sure in the never thing because I have freaking no clue what Hololive is. Yeah, I've never seen anything like related to it. And I don't know what it is. I've just heard it and seen a bit. I love it when my computer tabs me out of the game I'm literally playing. Someone got mad at me for calling a laptop a computer, like, legit. How long is the song? What do we change your name? Google accounts, my guy. Or girl. I see, is that Bob? I see Tiki. I see Alien Hominid, Hatsune freaking Miku. Is that Doxy? I don't recognize the rest, but I know that there's Doxy, Hatsune Miku, Tricky, Alien Hominid, and for some reason Hatsune Miku. Alright! Here we go, boys! The part everyone's been waiting for! I just realized the weak tile thing shows broken fingers. That is so funny. That is great. I love that. That's so good. And you think I'm gonna back out of a challenge? Nah, we ain't doing that. 'Cause that's cringe. Oh my god. Alright. It's all I got, bomb guy? Oh yeah, Witty! I completely forgot Witty was there. Alright, just as a warning, I want... Okay, yeah, this is the same dialogue.
3, 2, 1, go!
The weak tile broken fingers, indeed. Oh god, I'm already getting frame drops. That's how you know crap's about to go down. You know what? We need to optimize this, boys. The optimizations did not work. Burb! Burb. Choco breaks his fingers. I mean, I've already played Ghost before. I beat it in 30 minutes. If you didn't watch that video, it was a pretty good video. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be that over-optimized, but I guess that works.
Three, two, one, go.
6 watching, Jesus. 6 people here. Ghost, I'd say, will break your fingies. Oh, bet. I've done this song so many times. No freaking joke. The game literally said object does not contain Y. The game is literally asking me why. It is backing me out. It does not want me to do this. And honestly, that is very cursed and I love it. And we're going to leave it like that because this stream is getting really long. And I kind of want to end it soon so I want to play other things because I have other things to do for the day. That is incredibly funny. It's just like, dude, don't do this again. It's great. Just don't do it again. Credit to Bees and Boy for this wonderful message. Hey, I want to tell you, as soon as I get older, I will make one of y'all, and we can be friends like y'all in the own. What the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean? Yeah, the game literally crashed and said does not contain Y. Don't spam. Don't freaking spam. I'm gonna have to put you in timeout if you do, and nobody wants to be in timeout. Okay, so there's one thing that makes me very mad about this title screen. The Dave, like, the language of the Dave looks like a furry tail, and I hate it. Anyways, that's out of the way. Hello, this mod utilizes shaders that made it be disturbing to some. Wishes they will sing, otherwise press Y. JG softens. Who's Alec? I don't know. Was the David Baum, man? That is very wrong. Cutscene does not work very well. Here we have Dave minding his own business. Wait, who are you two? Oh wait, I saw you guys a couple of days ago. Beep bop. Oh, you want to sing? Well, let's go then. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go!
Wait, is all of the text of this mod cut in Comic Sans? Was the. I'm not saying that. I'm not doing that. My mouth is already tired from talking. I gotta say, these inputs do feel immense. Like, these inputs feel really smooth. Also, Jesus Christ, calm down. Okay, stop explaining the FNAF lore. Why does the background just say gate? Oh my god! Gonna eat breakfast? Alright, later, Rena. Have a good morning. It'll come back later. That song was way more difficult than I thought it would be. And honestly, because it was that difficult, it makes me fear the rest of the mod. Dave is going sicko mode. Wow, you're really good at this. Skidoo bet. Let's go again, don't you think? Alrighty then.
3, 2, 1, go!
Why do I recognize this tone? Dude, he looks like he's pumping. He's pumping iron, dude. He's getting that mileage. Wait for cheating, Bambi? What's that? Oh, what? Hold up! Hold up! Dave? What was that? Oh no. Alright, later, bird. Actually, you know what? I think I'm just gonna end the stream because I'm really freaking tired. It's cold. I'm sleepy. Oh, I'll finish the rest of them on like another stream or something. Subscribe, I guess. I mean, you don't have to. Nothing's forcing you. Anyways, later.
Blow up your sales with a smart marketing platform. MailChimp. Linda's little nose was in a standoff with regular tissues, so she roped in Puff's Ultrasoft to ease her issues.
I wouldn't record a voiceover for a feature film on these, but you could ring your nan and she could understand you. You know, for less money, you can have lighting, USB-C, and output monitoring. And like height-wise, like it still sits on a desk just as much. This guy be a nugget. But there is another element to these microphones, right? Being budget equipment, these guys kind of have a little bit of a responsibility, because these could be the spark to the kindling of a passion, hobby, and or future career. My first video recorder was a Zoom one to record me playing the drums like 10 years ago for my first goes at YouTubing. Those devices were the spark that got me to where I am. But what I'm getting to is, like, the documentation that comes with these to help you use them, because like recording voices and audio, you know, you need degrees with that stuff to do it professionally. Like the Pulse, it's roadmap style, my favorite. I mean, it just says, you know, plug it in. I can't read this, guys. Like, you couldn't have picked a worse. It's impossible to read. All this is telling you is basically, it's selling you the thing again. You know, volume up and down, USB-C. Basic instructions on how to, like, find it, which is cool. I mean, that is how you find it. And then on the back, it's basically the exact same thing, only it's Windies. And that's really it. I mean, it's just to tell you how to just plug it in and start yelling. Worse is the blue. You know, congratulations on your purchase. You know, the fastest, easiest way to get high quality sound. Selling it to you after you've bought it. Don't do that. Plug it in the computer. Audacity, GarageBand, gives you this technical readout, which is dumb because then it just sells it to you even more. You know, impress your podcast subscribers and take your Twitch channel to the professional level and capture high quality audio. It's like they're telling you nothing on how to make those sound good. And then boom, you're done. Next language. Like, that's it. That's all they give you. All of this crap. Look at that. Same thing again. Yeah, thanks for the technical readout, which doesn't mean anything to anyone. Do you want to see the masterclass in manuals? Oh my gosh, mate, it's the little dingus metal nugget. Old mate Samson, yeah? You ready? Introduction, blah, 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 blah. It sells it to you a little bit. You know what the boy's all about? What's inside of it? The basics, connecting to a computer, like a quick start guide. But then, recording techniques. And recording techniques for your microphone. That's why this paperwork's so important. Each one of these is picking up slightly different stuff from slightly different distances. What does your mic need? Vocals, acoustic guitar, piano, explaining proximity effects. Recording a full band. Oh look, it's giving you that information too. And little details like this. Yeah, number 2, windscreen. Dual stage grille protects the capsule and helps reduce wind noise and popping. That little explanation of popping, popping is where it's like and it peaks out the mic. This thing's a pop filter, a really cheap one. It's like little touches like that. That is a fantastic manual. The blue one really disappoints me because the Yeti came with a good manual. So you guys know what a good manual is. Like you've just kind of parked it, I suppose. Like people just buy it because it's so well known. But man, that Bubby Sam's. So in conclusion, it was a great mic. You got a great mic. But at this price point, like having a few little extra features is just really worth it because cheap microphones have caught up. Because like if you wanted something like more hardcore, you could get their Blue Yeti or Audio Technica make USB 182020s. So yeah, like the next stage up isn't that far away. This mic works great. And it's got way more features if you want like a desktop guy. But I gotta say, as a versatile all-rounder, if you need a microphone like to carry around with you, I love that. Watch this. I've stolen your legs. I've become far stronger than you could have ever imagined. Looks like a spaceship launch pad now. But how cheap and how well built it is, and that fantastic manual it comes with, as like a first start to like recording audio and whatnot. Guys, and they make like really great cheap open backs as well. How dare they? Maybe it's my dongle causing USB noise. I don't know. It's still a great little cheap leg. It even comes with an edit. Amazing. Well, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Huge thanks to my patrons, especially these sneaky no cookie, because I watch videos since the topic is gaming and like RGBing and whatnot, mate. I'm gonna take you to the pinnacle. We're playing horses on the GBA. I don't even know if this thing works properly. Oh well, the pixels are soft. Oh, thank goodness we can play horses. So, thanks much, mate. I'll see you all next time. Guys, my dog's got a glitch. Like, its bum's here, but then, like, its head's down, like, here. But how does that work? Right, where the middle of you go?
I've been growing out my hair here for 2 years now. My hair is wrong. I'm embodying drag. Which commandment is your favorite?
IOs. I mean, in-ear monitors, they're exactly as they sound. They go in your ears. So you've got big open backs that make it, feel like you're in a big room. Well, these are literally the absolute opposite. What are they used for? Is the fact that they are basically earplugs. So it's really nice being able to cut out noise and just have the music delivered straight into your greasy ear holes. I lived out of a Sennheiser set of in-ear monitors all through high school and stuff with my iPod because you basically just find a quiet room wherever you are. I worked as a professional drummer and that's all I did through school, and so basically having earplugs in my pocket at all times just so good. So I got a selection of them, and I know like there's so many different types of these people. Check out these are the ones I got, and yes, I baited you with the thumbnail. I do have a $2,000 pair of mini monitors here to show you, but we're gonna start at the cheapest, mate, and it's these very ones at $18 dues. That's Aussie dollars. Samsung tuned by EKG buds. I mean, I think these come with most Samsung Galaxy whatevers. It's sort of like a cloth cable, but cheap. So these might pair right all scratched up, I might say. Speaking of scratched up, I'm sorry if my hands look filthy. That's all industrial glue. And look at that. I pinched my hands in a pair of pliers. Like, man, don't you love it when that happens? I'm acoustic treating my warehouse room. And so, like, hand-friendly activities, I'm sorry. But, sound like EKG. I love EKG. First professional set of studio headphones I ever used. is with K240s. First audiophile investment set of headphones I've got were K712s. And hey, these sound like crap. They really do. They're really muffly and woofy. The top end's all crushed together. They have no sound stage. Any set of headphones can do left and right. But then like better headphones can start doing in front and behind you. These just do left and right. But hey, it's got a microphone. I can yell into it.
All this one time, beans, biscuits, and all my up and he goes, don't eat those, mate, they're dog biscuits. And I'm like freaking out because I thought they were made out of dogs. So I'm crying at this point. I'm going, is this Labrador flavoured? And he's like, no, mate, they're for dogs. They're not for you. And then I'm like, oh, that's all right. I kept eating.
Hey, that's a pretty good mic. I don't hate that at all. I mean, I hate the rest of it. Like, this cable. And this is such a noisy cable. What do I mean by noisy cable? Like static or something? No, I have a beard, right? And when wearing these, this cable rests on my face. Guess what also rests on my face? My beard. So what happens is, this rubs against it, and you get like a... Like you hear everything that these rub up against. Could be your jacket, could be the straps on your backpack. It sucks. Like heaps of you guys might be living with a noisy cable thinking it's not. It's not. It's cheap and garbage. As soon as a cable does that, for me it's disqualification. What's the point of having earplugs if all it does is amplify the sound of your jacket rubbing on your headphone cable? So $18? No. Out of here. Yeah, AKG's dead, guys. All their engineers are gone. They're all Austrian audio now. So yeah, Samsung just uses the AKG brand to slide on stuff to make it seem like it's higher end. Like the Samsung Beats, which they're not good either. So I'm going up in price now, fellas. We're up to 35 Aussie dollar redos. And I've already shown these in another video we made. I've got a shout out about it again. It's the KZ ZSN Pro X's. Yes, I say Z. These fit great. The Samsung's didn't, by the way. That's actually metal. Lovely clear plastic. They're not hiding anything. Removable cable. Do that with those AKGs with a pair of scissors. They've got a little bit extra bass and a little bit extra top end. But I think it's tastefully done. With like walking around headphones like these, those are the sounds that get soaked up by like bus engine noises, airplanes, whatever. So a little bit extra there. I mean, that makes sense. And hey, this cable, not noisy at all. Rubs up all over my greasy beard. There's no problems. Oh, mate, look, it's got a mic.
One wrong drive to the shop, you got all that dog biscuits. And then like the fruit walks away there, we all said like that dog died 3 years ago. And then it's all like the window, like the dog biscuits was 3 years old. It's still pretty good.
Not as good as the Samsungs. But then it's got the way better sounding earbuds, which are like used replacement cables so you can get balanced outputs if you want. Actually have some sound staging that's a little performance in the back. And has a cable that doesn't amplify whatever it's running up against. Now we're jumping up a bit, right? My early Sennheiser days. I'm a fan of Sennheiser, right? So these are 120 Aussie bucks. But I mean, you do get this hard case. I really like it. So these are the Sennheiser Momentum Minions. They are all that come from. They just aren't like bullets, like you're loading your ears. Not bad sound. Not bad. Not anything amazing. I still think like the cheap Cassettes are way better. It's got a mic.
So there's one problem with the dog, but there's one headline and have that convenience of buying them, and it's like sleep with the branded, it's a no biscuits, they're not bad. They're like it's better than the current situation you have with the one sleep done. Like it's still there for one around to figure out a way to get out of there.
Good mic. Better than the Cassettes. I think it's probably the best one to be honest. And then just bang, disqualification. Why is that? Well, mate, of course, it's got the noisiest cable out of all of them. Anything that touches this cable is amplified straight into your ear hole. So yeah, the sound is alright. The microphone's actually quite good. They're not particularly comfortable, and then all you hear is your beard. Wow, isn't that weird? The two biggest companies so far have made headphones that are literally unwearable. But this is America. I don't mind how I get these. If I want you to send my you would get 4 pairs of these. Like, alright, now we're getting into the real pain territory, right? So these ones come in $460. Really kind of feel and send me these. I'm trying to buy everything for reviews now, but I really do just prefer to go back to what music is usually companies want to sign something and they piss me off, but you can come out and you just send it to me anyway like that. So they're always super cool. FD5s. Man, look at these. Gets
outside the box. I don't get worked up about presentation anymore. You know, Beats by Dre and the Raycons kind of killed that for me. You know, like, what is a nice boxing mean if the product's no good? But I mean, oh, snacks. But I mean, the presentation is beautiful. Like, this cup foam and like this. Oh, it's not what I'd call a portable case. What I would still call a very, very nice one. Under here, I mean, it's like a factory. It's like a full-blown workshop in here for however you want to wear it. I mean, working as a drummer, I love these earplug tips. They are so cool. You do take it from the sound naturally. It's so good being able to be on like a full-blown loud stage. And you just get that one to dial just in. That's super good. And there's memory foam ones. There's so many kinds. But the cleverest trick here, the more hardcore audio equipment has balanced output. The signal sent down both cables instead of just one, and it gets rid of noise through phasing, you know, and so you can get the little tiny 2.4 and also the big 4.4. A lot of time you'd have to swap cables, but what Theo have done is you just change the tip. Got a nostril brush, just stick that in your nose and twiddle it. Feels great, don't do it. Extra tubes, I guess, you know, because they can get clogged up over time. Yes, earplugs are gross. So they give you spares, excellent. But then the 4.4 and 2.5 balanced connectors, which will turn this into a balanced cable. Like, that's so cool. You don't need a new cable, just change the tip. Like, they've given you everything to plug these into whatever the heck you got, basically. Put the snacks back for later. Well, for that amount of cash though, they better sound good. And yeah, they do. The KZs are conventionally good. Like, they sound great, but this is a noticeable step up. I mean, with any monitors, it's hard to get soundstage, that nice big wider field. These are far wider than these. They're far more balanced. It's still got like a little bit of extra top end. People tend to like that kind of sound with any monitors. You know, that kind of intense thing. But what I realized is the bass is way smoother with like really big, stinky, like dancehall music or whatever. The KZs do a really good job of getting a nice top and bottom edge, and then these guys fill in all the details in between. It's a noticeable bumper. No microphone to yell into. So these next ones weren't really meant for this video, actually. I bought these purely for me. I haven't really done any traveling at all. I'm a country boy here in SA. Moved to the city for a jazz degree. But when I go traveling, I love to bring a nice set of headphones with me. Now, my favorites are the Audeze LCD2s. The problem is you need like a support truck along with these to use them. You know, big crazy cables. You need an amp and a DAC with these. The case for these is huge. Like, they're strangely fragile. Yeah, I don't want to be dragging these around the world. So the cool thing about them is they're not like standard speakers. A standard speaker looks like this. It's called a dynamic driver. It's just a single piece of plastic that makes all the noise. There's a magnet on the back. You know, classic speaker that we're used to. The LCD2s are a planar magnetic. It's literally like a membrane with traces on it. No magnet hanging off it. The magnets are around it, and it just goes boom. It's so crispy clean, and the bass is heaps. Like, oh, I'd love a super portable version of that. Well, hold on to your butts. Audeze have done it. It's been out for a few years, but planar magnetic it is. And yes, they are full-blown open backs. These are not earplugs at all. When you put them in, you don't hear the weld go. It's just, yeah, you're just sticking like an open tube in your ear. And you can see, look how big the outside of it is. It's just like these. It actually has planar magnetic technology in it. They're called the iSign 10. This is a smiling man. This is typical of authenticity, because these were over 500 Aussie bucks. I'm telling you, like, these were not cheap. And you got dingus bits and 128 megabyte flash drive with the instruction manuals on it. That's a little bit like, it's a bit wasteful for plastic, considering most people never even read instructions. If you look at the back, man, you see there's a lot going on in there. Look, it's even got a diagram of this. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, look, here they are. Right out the gates, they feel nasty. They are so cheap feeling. And this sporty spaghetti cable that's got like a memory to it. See, like, it fights me. It wants to be a shame. These have really big overhang, right? So these clips are really important to hang on your ears, so they actually stay on your head. But, this plastic housing is just yuck. Yes, you can swap the cables out. That's, I mean, you'd expect that in this price range. The cable is just like the cheap, nasty Sennheisers. I mean, they're not noisy, but they're not nice. But hey, it's all about the sound. Maybe these are all the concessions they had to make to put this technology in something so cool that I literally could stuff in my pocket and have just planar magnetics just whenever I want. I hate how they sound. Yeah, sure, they got great bass extension. That doesn't mean they have heaps of bass. It means like if cheap headphones come with the crazy low sub bass, the stuff that you don't even hear, you feel it. These can do some of that, but the top end is rubbish. My audio engineer friend put these on and went, oh, the top end's not very good, huh? I don't find them comfortable. I don't like the cable, and I just don't like the sound. That means I especially hate the price. Honestly, I'm a huge fan, but not with these. So we're up to the last lads, and the ones I baited you in here with, because they are 2,000 Aussie dollar dues if I wanted to buy them. Meze, the makers of the classic 99s, and the cheaper Neos, which have the same guts but without the mahogany housings. I love them when I tried them. They're awesome. They were like, would you like to try some $2,000 in-ear monitors? I'm like, you're insane for sending them to me. But sure, the madmen did it. They even gave me the big, stinky 4.4 balance cable. Ooh, big boy. So they look like headphones that if you bought a new Maserati, these would be waiting in the glove box for you. That's how they look to me. They are understated yet really classy look. I love that logo of theirs. And these are vented on the back, so they're like semi-open backs, funny enough. Look at the milling on that. And Meze just make really nice cases. This is my favorite case out of so I've got the regular 3.5mm cable, you know, that's the one they ship with it, and then you've got the big dingus, and then the airplane double dingus. That's nice. Romanian, by the way. And I love saying that because all the Romanians who watch go, yeah! Not as many as Fio, but enough bug bits. I mean, they don't have those earplug tips, but it's not really what these are about, I suppose. I love these ones here. They're like open cannons, but they didn't fit as good. Those ones did. That's it, really. That's all it comes with. So the left one's a little bit hard to fit in my ear. It's not a false. It's my stupid head, I'm very aware of that, but these are the most balanced out of all of them. It doesn't have that really intense high end that maybe a lot of IEM drivers kind of like. It's something that they do, they can be really intense, and that's fun for some genres of music, but soundstage. Like, again, these are semi-open, so they bleed a little bit, not heaps, so they're not really meant to be full-blown earplugs. But these are the widest out of all of them. Like percussive sounds, like applause and stuff. Like it's crispy and sharp. So yes, these are very expensive. Although funny enough, this is nowhere near the top end. I mean, you could spend $5,000 or $6,000 on a set of IEMs. So this is like the beginning of the top shelf. And you know, it's all diminishing returns. The higher up you go, the harder it is to make improvements. A lot of pop music sounds great out of nearly anything, even those crappy AKG Samsungs. Like Earth, Wind & Fire September with the bongo man in the right ear that you can't ignore now. You can't ignore the bongo man, but live albums are what brings out the good and bad headphones for me, like acoustic instruments, the sound of synths bouncing off the walls on the stage, a lot of the audience participation. That's where you get that huge 3D vibe. You can hear in front of you and behind you, so much detail. My go-to test for this is George Benson's Affirmation, the live version, because the intro, like there's so much going on. Those Samsung AKGs just do left and right, but you put on a good set of cans, and this is all around the masked version on Tidal. And yes, there is a bump over Spotify. These just have that extra oomph, and I found myself using these the most. You know, where I'll just let Tidal pick a whole bunch of songs and only half of them will load because they're barely functioning at. So funny enough, these might take the place of the Odyssey iSigns that I bought, where I wanted a nice wide soundstage that I could just chuck in my pocket or maybe in that little case and put into a bag as I traveled. So heck, there you go. So cheers, Meze, you did it. But there are a couple of little gadgets I want to show you. Last time I took a quick look at some IEMs, people mentioned that I didn't say that you can get things and turn these into wireless. This is like a cheap eBay one, so it's pretty nasty to be honest. Plug your headphones into this. Now you have beautiful stainless steel headphones connected to eBay nonsense. But there's something better than this. So when Theo sent me these, like, thanks guys, you didn't have to. The cheeky monkey's also included. The UTW 53. Catchy name, I know. It's this box, metal lid, plastic, everything else though. USB-C, good, but inside, ooh, are you catching on? And now you've got true wireless audiophile in-ears. Because these just aren't like Bluetooth dongle whatevers, they're also headphone amplifiers. This might be a big chunky case, but it's designed so you can just stick in whatever earbuds you have hanging off. And if it looks like these only work with Fios, no, these work with Shures. Heck, they work with the Mezes. There you go, that's fun. I can literally listen to one Meze and one Fio if I wanted to. About 100 do is bugs. I mean, it's just so cool that these things exist, where like there are some things that cables do better than Bluetooth, like latency. That's why it's been the focus of this video, because yeah, sometimes you just need a hardwired connection to get the best. But then these same companies are also making really cool gadgets to make things wireless as well. So, super quick recap. 8kg Samsungs, trash. Nice mic, trash cable, trash sound. I'm sorry if I offend any of you who use these and like them, but if anything, get excited because music gets so much better than this. For instance, you know, a little bit extra, and this is a humongous jump. Humongous. I keep rating these because they keep me good. So, Sennheisers, disqualified, terrible cable, not that great of a fit, nice mic. You know, and again, like the Samsung 8kg and Sennheiser ones, you can't pull out the cable, you can't even fix the biggest issue with them. How much does it cost? You just have two cables, you go like that. You know, KZ's doing it for a quarter of the price with better sound. So, big companies sure like to make a jump. The Theo FD5s, I really like these. You know, for pop music, I actually found these a little bit more fun to listen to, and the fact that they are earplugs as well, like that's just super useful. It's one of my favorite things about these. You know, if I want a big open sound, I'll wear big open ears. Yeah, really nice, and well supported, lots of spare parts, heaps of bits and whatever, and that interchangeable cable. It's not, I mean, yeah, it's $400 bucks, but you get everything in there, and you know, stainless steel. Anyone who knows what stainless steel is all about knows that these gonna look good for a long time. These are the signs. They're cheap and nasty feeling. They just don't sound that good. That's all I have to say. And the Meze Ray Pentas, the best sounding ones of the day, funny enough. I mean, you kind of hope that the $2,000 pair be the best ones. I mean, it's all diminishing returns, and again, nice wide soundstage out of something this small. Like, and they're beautifully built. Not as many accessories as the Theo, but I love that you can get a big sleek cable just right out. I genuinely enjoy wearing these. I haven't used earbuds for like quite a while now. You know, I tend to do all my listening at home nowadays, but I'm super stoked to have these. And you know, and that quick mention of Theo's like headphone wireless maker, I don't work very well. They can bounce around a little bit on the top of my ears, but that's okay. And actually, they have a microphone there.
The one Uncle Kevin's head dog now, and it's like super sucks because all he does is walk the house and he's doing on the carpet and he dug up the back door, moving my head in, mate. Well, actually, when he broke the excavator bunnings, mate, like, you know, he took all of that things and sold the money and went to the bunnings excavator. But, you know, he's got all the life. He hates building dog business now.
The microphone's pretty average now. I mean, they're not that expensive, and they basically turn your already awesome IEMs into nice wireless ones with an amp. Go Theo. Just, yeah, if it was my money, I probably would get the Theos. I mean, they're literally a quarter of the price, and they still do a fantastic job. But that said, owning both of these, I would grab these. Portable, nice wide headphones. So, nice. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching. A huge thanks to my patrons, especially these stinky names right here, mate, because $1 a month, I do extra videos, and I've been putting this warehouse together, so my hands are awful. I'll give you a quick tour of the Nuggets realm. I mean, there are things in here I'm not going to make vids out of for a really long time, so hey, you get a little bit of a sneak peek of what could be future vids in a few years' time. There's some weird stuff in here. So, thanks so much for watching, mate. I'll see you.
What's good about this rock? Man, there's something about this rock that she knows that I don't know. Look at that face. Look in the rock. Well, simple pleasures. Give me a look.
Which one do you think is worth more? Well, definitely not the house, because it not only costs millions to buy, you also have to pay thousands to maintain it every month. What if I told you that I've made over $80 million all from something called digital real estate on my laptop? And digital real estate costs nearly nothing to start, and it creates real online assets that have the potential to generate income. And I'm surprised, frankly, that nobody else is talking about this right now. But if you don't want to hear more about it, just skip this video. So my name is Jeff Lerner, and I did not become a multimillionaire the traditional way. I didn't work 40 years for the man, didn't invent anything, definitely didn't inherit a trust fund or win the lottery. But I did take advantage of digital real estate. And since then, I've generated over $80 million. I've been on the Inc. 5000 list twice, won a bunch of other awards, and most importantly, I've helped tens of thousands of other people with what I've learned. Now, for the first time ever, I'm sharing how you can also unlock the secrets of digital real estate and create your own incredible life, all in a simple book called The Millionaire Shortcut. Now, I'm not going to do this forever, but for right now, The Millionaire Shortcut is 100% free. No catch, no shipping costs, no credit card. And I'll send this right to your email and you can download it instantly. So click the link on your screen right now, go to my website, and enter your email to download the free copy. This book is less than 20 pages. You could be reading it in the next 5 minutes and you'll be done in the next hour. And I promise, it's going to be the most powerful book that you'll ever read on how it can be possible to take advantage of digital real estate and create your own incredible legacy in this new economy. Now, did you know every single day in America, there are over 1,700 new.
Don't be scared. Because this can seem like a scary hobby. There's so many options and combinations. You know, you want to get into these headphones, you need like amps and DACs and then quiet rooms to appreciate them in. Plus, if you search best headphones 2021, you get some big smelly price tags. And just assume that it's a hobby you can't access unless you invested in Dogecoin. You can see I've been chewing my nails, right? I've been a hodler since 5 cents. I want to pay my student debts with Dogecoin. Go to the moon already! But what I have to show you today is nothing new, to be honest. I mean, everything I'm going to show you are well-known, cheap heroes in the headphone world. So this is my video to get people off the ground, to get you out of your dirty buds and listen to S Club 7 like a budget-conscious kid. But I'm going to be spewing a lot of information at you, and like to help it make sense, we must enter boring time. Since we're comparing headphones here, we need an audio referee, and mate, you know who it is. It's literally the headphones on the table before it's the Honda 600s by mate. It's like different headphones need different amounts of power to run them. It's like some cars need more fuel to go faster or to be bigger. It's a super layman's terms, right? And like there are other factors like sensitivity and such. But the more ohms, the harder they are, the power. Like Apple Dirty Buds, they're like 40 ohms. They run out of anything. MacBook, smart fridge, you know, your dog. Professional headphones are like 80 to 120 ohms. Look, 80 isn't too bad. But any more than that, you want to be thinking about an amplifier to boost the signal. HD 600s, these are 300 ohms. You bet your left crumpet you want an amp for these. But nearly everything I have to show you is 32 ohms and under. Nice and easy to run. Most of these headphones I'll show you have a graph like this. It basically shows you the raw sound. Like down here's the super sub bass. Regular bass is here. The mids, where literally 3/4 of the music lives, like guitar, vocals, snare drums, pianos, trumpets, crumpets, mate, they all live here. And then like the top end, which is cymbals, percussion, noises, ambience. And the higher the line, the louder that section of the music is. So if the mids are really low, the vocals can seem really distant. You know, ideally you want the line to be flat. But don't judge purely on these graphs, as they don't show distortion or soundstage, i.e. how 3D and white they feel. It's just a point of reference. I've recorded most of these on my freakish ears on a stand. Again, just a point of reference, you know, you won't experience a soundstage. It's being played through your speakers or smart fridge, you know, so it will sound like them for the most part, while also being compressed on YouTube. I looked into head acoustics for like a proper headphone recording rig. They cost about $100,000. Even if my Dogecoin went to $5 each, like, yeah, that's too much. These were like $300. So, you know, don't take it too seriously. So to demo how this would go down while I was in JB Hi-Fi, mate, I found these studio headphones. They're studio, $19. And they're just, yeah, lovely.
believe they sound hideous and don't even fit properly. There's no swivel at all. Our ears point forward, so they don't stick out sideways, so these don't swivel at all. It's almost like they don't fit human beings. Boring time is over, let's get into it. Starting off, this is easily one of the most requested headphones to review, apart from Skull Candy Crushers, mate. It's the Super Lux HD 681s. It's happening, guys. I got these for about 30 US bucks. And if you're wondering how they make these so cheap, I need to show you these AKG K240s, first released in like the late 70s and still made today. Only these are actual vintage ones, like new ones are made in China and they're like 80 ohms. Ooh, made in Austria and 600 ohms. These are meant to be plugged into a full-blown mixing desk, let alone an amp. Do you see a resemblance? The word blatant comes to mind. Exactly. Even the ear cups are the same design. This little pressed flat spot, it's the same. Oh man, it saves a lot of money coming up with your own chassis, I suppose. Now, these really do feel cheap, and you see that indentation there? Even review copies online for artings and whatnot have this because they just sandwich it in between a piece of plastic and then shrink wrap it. It's the cheapest packaging I've ever experienced, and it leaves these cuts in the ear cups. But you know, that's how you make them cheap. So these are open backs, meaning they let all the noise in and they bleed out too. And if you don't know what headphone bleed is, you know when you're sitting on the bus and the dude next to you is listening to music, they're so loud you swear you can hear every detail too? Well, that's headphone bleed. Open backs do it naturally. It just means everyone will know you're listening to S Club 7. But it helps create the big wide 3D sound. These aren't crazy wide feeling, but like 30 bucks. Take a listen. So they got extra top end, but they've also got a bit of a bass bump as well. I mean, people call it the V sound, extra top and extra bottom. But for the spend, these are flippin' excellent. No wonder people have been raving about these. These are genius if you work at schools and you need a room's worth of headphones that might be subjected to death by throwing yet still sound great. Cheap feeling, but strangely comfortable and like actual great sounding. So up next at about 50 US bucks, if you've been watching this channel for any length of time, you already know these, mate. It's the Samson SR850s. Oh look, another AKG clone. But compared to the Super Luxes, they're built much better. But it's still cheap plastic. They are cheap, but they've just got a slightly better finish to them. No indentation on here. The ear cups are nicer, but other than that, it's the exact same like chassis design. The self-adjusting headband. Yeah. Similar flavor to the Super Luxes, but I feel it's a little bit more balanced to the bass. It has quite a roll-off, so for like really super crazy low sub stuff, but these have a great wide sound, and I swear in person, I prefer these over the Super Luxes. It's when the graphs and like the cheap microphone with YouTube compression recordings don't really sell the whole thing. I think instruments just sounded better with these. The soundstage felt wider, and I just found them nicer on my head with the extra build quality. Yeah, makes sense. Spend a little more, get a little more. But the low end on the Super Luxes would be more fun for most people though. But I mean, these are really fantastic cheap open backs. Quite a lot of AKG clones, eh? Imagine if AKG themselves made a cheaper headphone. Oh look, AKG K52s. Closed backs to represent those who don't want to broadcast their S Club 7 addictions. Only 45 US bucks these, and they're nicely made. I mean, obviously on the cheaper side, but this is metal and just really nice headband. It's so plush and soft. Like, they're really understated, but I think they look good. So being closed backs, they don't have the big wide feel, but they do have extra bass. It's usually kind of the trade-off. It does feel sacrificed from the top end though, but hey, have a listen.
it's got that little whoop-de-scoop in the top end there. But you know, it shows that the graphs can be pretty wild looking and still create conventionally nice sound. You know, people see some graphs and think that it will turn their music inside out and all the drums will turn into cat noises and soft farting or something. But you know, it's not that drastic. But like metal parts in a sub 50 set of cans, like that's pretty amazing. I mean, it's a shame AKG is dead and the corpse is owned by Samsung. Like, designed in Vienna. Well, yeah, back in 2016 these first came out, which was the last year that the Vienna office was open. How sad. I honestly prefer open backs, especially if I'm like looking to sit in a quiet room and really listen to something. I still think these sound great. But if I wanted isolation extra bass, I'd grab some of these. So I'm sorry I don't have graphs for these. The software that I'm using didn't include these, and I'll mention the software in a bit. And I'm sorry I don't have any recordings of these either, because my pleb spec recording rig isn't emulating a real human ear, so these just don't fit right. So I've talked about these before, the KZ, KSN, Pros, but also the KB Ear KS1s, and these both go for about 20 bucks a pair. I used to live out of in-ears as like they block the whole world out and they fit right in your pocket. Ultimate closebacks, I suppose, full isolation. Both have extra bass and a little extra spark on the top end, but I think it's really tastefully done, and I think both of them fit really great. I mean, they're even the same shape, which makes sense. They're both designed to cram themselves in the same thing. Our ears, don't put them anywhere else. Removable cables too, so you can replace them or you can get a balance cable. So many tips available for these online too, like so they're fully customizable to your greasy head. And the cable is the part that goes up and around your ear, so you can go shopping and find an ear hook design that fits you. That's where the money is. The actual driver, like cables are cheap. And to show you how much they smack of value, look, they've even got microphones. I got a yell into this.
So like this one time, like on the backyard, just totally sick because like I did the off the door and I feel like, oh, I'm a total natural hash, like into a competition. So like I'm entering one tomorrow and like I'm totally gonna dominate maybe watch. So like I'm at the backflip tournament, hey, and it's like super devastating. Then it turns out that no, I don't know how to do backflips, hey. Well, I thought backflips was just flipping your phone in your hand and like I thought I had a heat second skills. About hard backflip started. It turns out I have no skills or talent at all, mate. Sorry, mate, I'm still just right now. Tick and bake. Oh, man.
Both of these mics are fantastic. They're great. No complaints at all. We can easily have nice phone calls through these. I think the KBM mic is the best, though. Just a little bit crispy. So never mind that they're bargains. For the fact that they sound great and are fully customizable, and the fact that they've got microphones as well. I honestly recommend both of these. Sound-wise, I lean towards the KZs, but I really like how the KBs look in the white and the better microphone as well, if that's important to you. I think these are genius headphones to just have in a drawer somewhere for the day that your Bluetooth cans are out of battery, or if you're going traveling and, you know, just the reliability of a cable, like, it's hard to beat. And in my opinion, pick the pair you like the look of, to be honest, because I think they're both great. So, we're going to watch this video here at the HD 600s. I bet you're thinking, well, like, what are they? They got cheap stripped down pair of 600s. They have like half the ohms and maybe cheaper pads and details, but deliver the HD 600 flavor. Mate, that would just sell like mad. I can't believe they haven't done it. Well, they have done it ages ago, and they do sell like mad. The HD 58X. So Massdrop has a forum where audiophiles share stuff they like, stuff they hate, and basically drop points in conjunction with major headphone makers to create special versions that reflect these requests. And basically, they've taken the lessons they've learned all these years to make a low-cost entry version. Half the ohms, 150. You still want an amp. I'll get to that, but it's way easier. Take a listen. They squeeze a little bit, but honestly, it reminds me of a motorbike helmet. Like, it feels like you're putting on equipment to do something cool. I like it. Cost-wise, they're 170 US bucks, which, sure, it's like 3 times the cost of all the other headphones here, I know. But if you went to Sennheiser themselves and you wanted some HD 600s, they're asking 400 bucks. And then you also need like a big powerful amplifier because 300 ohms, and it keeps getting more expensive. And so on that note, let me introduce to you my favorite audio nugget. So this is another one I've brought up before, but people keep asking about it. The Theo BTR5. Mine got karate chopped at some point. And like, I don't remember when or how. So there you go, survive a karate chop. And I'm very sorry, Theo. 2 headphone jacks. That's more than one. For a bit of context to sell this guy, the headphone output on a MacBook is like 45 milliamps. I don't want to wear a set of in-ears at full volume out of a laptop for sure. Because it's really, really loud. But the headphone jack on this guy is 80 milliwatts. That's way stinkier. And this little headphone jack here, that's not for little music. That's a balanced output. Like, so it sends audio down both cables instead of just the one, and then it's phasing off on to remove background noise or whatever. But more importantly, that little headphone jack is 250 milliwatts. So you plug it in via USB-C and you can run your PC or laptop through it. This turns into your headphone jack. Now, but the party piece, it has Bluetooth. So you can pair your phone up to it, get Spotify or Tidal running, and turn your audio file openbacks into wireless ones. I've run HD 600s right out of the standard headphone jack in this, and I still love the sound. So, the 5.8Xs get a 2.5 mil balance cable because look at this, it's the same cables as the HD 600s. I'm so glad that they like made elements of it cheaper but left the awesome like customization parts of it. Like, works with your computer, works over Bluetooth, it's tiny, and apart from being an amplifier, it's a DAC. Digital analog converter. You got to turn the ones and zeros of digital music into something that can basically run through a coat hanger wire. And basically it's got little processors in there that do that job, dedicated to doing it, and that really helps the sound. I find the audio just has an extra layer to it over just say out of a phone or laptop. Even though honestly all the headphones I've shown you except for these are all 32 ohms and under, so you don't need an amp, but it still sounds better out of better equipment. 110 US bucks. Even if you've got big desktop amps at home, I still recommend this. And if you want to talk even more value, yes, it has a mic.
I'm still dealing with having like those skillful talents is like pretty crushing. I thought it's worth a shot, go speak to one of the officials and ask like, does my Flappy Bird score help at all? Like, is that putting up the standings? And he said like, I'm wasting his time. But like, I told him my score and he was like pretty impressed. So like, that standing and stuff and see.
Basically, it turns your wired audiophile headphones into wireless ones that can now phone calls with these. I love you, Theo. But there's a pair of headphones I need to address. If many people bring them up with me, they've been around since the 80s. The Koss Porta Pros. There's a reason I haven't talked much about these. Lots of people love them, and I don't. It's not that they sound bad. They are dark sounding, meaning that there's less top-end detail. Now, people just assume that it's because I played drums for 20 years and have worked as a musician this whole time, that my hearing must be completely destroyed, and that's why I like headphones like Grados that have no bass and heaps of top end. I must be compensating for my awful thrashed ears. Never mind, I was a student representative on the OH&S board at university and got the whole faculty into using reusable earplugs because I am a die-hard hearing protection advocate. I've been carrying hearing protection with me my whole musician life since I was 9. I always knew to look after my ears, they're only good ones. But it's because of my drum background that I enjoy headphones with some top-end detail to them. Cymbals, percussion, snare drums, ambient reverb, that's where all that stuff lives. Like instance, Britney Spears' Toxic. Total banger. It's a bit trashy, but that bass line is just so good. And during the chorus, there's a subtle ride cymbal in the left ear that really stands out with lovely headphones. While the bass with these is great, that cymbal really is hidden to me. It's only because I'm listening out for that I can hear it. Whereas with other headphones, it was a fun detail that would leap out at me that I never even realized. But that's not even why I don't like them, because they still sound cool. Very 80s. Put some prints on with these and you're having a really fun listening session. All my mates who tried them love them, even though they did also mention that they're on the darker side. You know, no wonder why these have such a following and they've been making them for like nearly 40 years now. It's the build quality. They're made out of garbage. You can tell they haven't changed these since the 80s because they're still using the old school ways to save money with plastic parts. Look at their inside. It's like a Kinder Egg toy. They feel so fragile. I absolutely hate this headband. Like, it keeps springing back and it pulls your hair out. Jim, it plucks hairs out of your head. So yeah, they fold up tiny, but like, what's the point if you break them putting them into your backpack? But everyone loves these because they say they're cheap. Oh, they're cheap, alright. Yeah, in build quality, fit and finish. Oh, you meant in price. No way! Go to Costa's site and they want $50 for these. Luckily, Amazon offers cheaper prices, but still, look at this horrible cable. It's 80s nasty that never went away. You could get a set of Super Luxes and some KBEs for the set of these. But it's more damning when I put down these. Funny enough, the spiritual successor to the Porta Pros by Cost themselves. Now, this is a modern way of making cheap goods. It's still plastic fantastic, but the finish is so much better. The headband is far superior. Like, the Porta Pros look cool. They're so ugly, it's great kind of thing. But I think the KBH 30Is look awesome. Wow, what a difference. For how lightweight they are, you don't expect the kind of sound out of them that they've got. God, they really do weigh nothing. They're built so much better, and what? They cost less than the Porta Pros? Right, so they're cheaper, better sounding, better built, and they even have a microphone.
So like, I'm at the backflip tournament still. Oh, I thought I'd just double down and just head out there and just start flipping my phone, you know, see if anyone thinks I've got a talent. And like, I thought it was going pretty good until someone yelled out, like, get off the field, you know, talent bum. And like, it turned out it was my long lost dad. Like, I hadn't seen him in 15 years. So it was amazing to see him again and just it's crushing, right? Okay. Well.
I still think the KZs and the KBs, like, they have way better mics. I wish these had more swivel to them. I got a really big, stupid head. But awesome little touch here with the metal stress relief. But honestly, these are the thinnest wires I've ever seen on a pair of headphones. I really mean that. But hey, they're built so much better than the Porta Pros. I really do prefer the sound, and even the look, to be honest. It's got a mic, all for a lower price. But you can love your Porta Pros, they're classics. It's all fun, but they're not cheap. And finally, some software. All the headphone graphs I've used are from Sonarworks, and what you do is you just select the headphones from their list, hit the on button, and boom, perfectly flat headphones. Like, this is awesome for content making, and if I showed a graph in this episode, then it's in the software, all ready to use. They're all ready to go at the press of a button. Not sponsored. I've been a happy customer for years now, and I run my stunning K812s through it while editing these awful videos. So, to summarize, Super Luxes, it's nuts how good something can sound for so little, being cheap where they can, but nailing it where it counts. Legit, if you work for a school and you need piles of good headphones, these are a total go-to. I do prefer the Samsons, but if it's the case of it's either you can only afford these or you don't get anything at all, totally get these. These are excellent. Yeah, I find these fit just a little bit nicer. I preferred the sound just a little bit. They cost a little bit extra, but they're built a little bit extra. AKG K52s, I mean, fun, closed back option and just really comfortable, built really nice. I do recommend these, especially if you see them on super special or something, like real cheap. I prefer open backs for critical listening, but I can understand why so many of you out there love these. If you want the open back vibe that isn't quite as big and bulky, you know, these are great. You know, a lot of people rave about these. Mate, it's got that microphone. Yeah, just be careful with the cables, that's all. And yeah, people mod them by changing the ear pads and things. Yeah, nice one, Cost. KZs, KBEs, I think a set of these is just a great staple to have in the house. You get the earplugs when you need them, great microphones, awesome sound, and like $20 while being endlessly customizable and repairable, no batteries to charge. Like, my musician friends have been using these, like, legit as actual on-stage monitors for years, way before this channel even started. And if you want to jump in and get like the real critical listening vibe, 58Xs paired to a BTR5 is just the genius little device. Get a balanced cable, since those are so cheap for these Sennheisers, and then like you'll literally be listening like a budget conscious king. Yes, this is the most expensive combo, but like compared to how expensive you can go, this is amazing. This video was huge for me. I can't mention too many headphones, but other close back suggestions. DT770s, the 80 ohm version is great. It's a nice little middle ground. It could run out of a laptop. People rave about the Philips SHP 9500s. Catchy name, boys. I haven't tried them personally. There's so many headphones out there, you know, like Mono Price and Hi-Fiman, all that. But you know, don't be afraid to make the jump. Headphones don't go out of date like games and phones do. I mean, the HD600s are from 1997, and if you get them and they're not what you're hoping for, don't be discouraged, as that's what this hobby is all about. Finding what you love about sound and experimenting. It's fun hearing how different music can sound out of different equipment. But most importantly, and I don't hear this mentioned enough, just enjoy your music. Doesn't matter what it is or what you're playing it out of or where you are. Like, music's meant to be enjoyed. Even if all you got is a set of dirty buds and a thrashed out MacBook Air, sit down and enjoy it. And hopefully I've made this genre just a little bit less scary, and you can enjoy S Club 7 like the rest of us. But that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Huge thanks to my patrons, especially each stinky name right here, because $1 a month I direct some videos, and I know a lot of you really just hang out for the little Frank bit at the end of the videos. Right, so this one's for you guys. We're going to have a sit-down interview with Franklin. It's been a little while since the last one. See what Frank's been up to, how many poos she's done, not many. And yeah, it should be nice and fun and relaxing. So, thanks so much, mate. I'll see you all next time. Look how long Frankie is. Whoa, what a big lady. Oh, is it bum in the water? Nearly. Oh. Come on, Frankie, give us a lick. Give us a lick. Yeah, get rude.
This is the HP Envy X360 13-inch convertible, a 2-in-1 Intel Evo laptop engineered with powerful creative tools for wherever and whenever inspiration strikes.
Hey man, we're still here. Come on down.
Headphones. Look, it's actually a good pair of headphones. AKG K612 Pros. If you're getting into doing editing, some reference listening, a home studio basically, man, these are fantastic. Yes, AKG is basically dead and all the money goes to Samsung now, but you can still get these. Not exactly, you know, beautiful. Fantastic. Yes, AKG. Look. Headphones. Look, it's actually a good pair of headphones. AKG K612 Pros. If you're getting into doing editing, some reference listening, a home studio basically, man, these are fantastic. Yes, AKG is basically dead and all the money goes to Samsung now, but you can still get these. They're not exactly, you know, beautiful. Like, you know, they're not ugly either. Like, you know, they're very professional looking. They're meant to blend in with your home studio and look like a piece of equipment. At least I don't look like these. We may will come out and do headphones. What colour should it be? Brown. Or like, there's a lot of colours, hey? You know, you got watermelon, you got strawberry brown. Like, what about the brown and the head brown? You better believe I want that brown cable. But it's alright, mate, I'll make it up to you. I'll put in an extra colour just to divide up the brown a little bit. Look, I put some gold stickers on here. I mean, like they say, they don't build them like they used to. Look at this sticker placements. I'm just going, is that pack number there? I looked it up. You can do that, by the way. You can see all the info for it. 1960, and it was for this headband design. Like someone went, well, mate, look, we've done it. We've made this headband that is like uncomfortably wide for even my fat head, and like if you take one of them away, it looks like the lamp from the Pixar intros, you know, also known as a lamp. Of course, it's still around. They make great stuff. You know, these are 60 years old, and yes, they are genuinely the words awful and terrible combined. That word is, of course, offerable. But enough fugly cans, mate. We're here for beautiful ones. And none of these are cheap at all, really. I mean, in the grand scheme of headphones and things, sure, maybe not. But I mean, like, they're conventionally not cheap. Which means they can't sound like donkey balls. We got to compare them against the daddies. Mate, it's the Herder 600s by, all made upside down here. And that means we're also bringing back, the freakish ears on a stand, the mini DSPs. Like, big asterisks, yeah? This is like Beverly-Man equipment, costs hundreds of dollars, not thousands of dollars, right? And I'm recording in my home studio, which is full of the sound of trucks and Frank. And don't forget that YouTube is like squashing this audio down like massively. And you don't get a vibe of soundstage with how 3D headphones sound. But I mean, just to kick off how this whole thing goes, mate, let's take a listen to these. So like, first up, this one's high up there, mate. Right, sound-wise, she's blazing, smoking set of headphones here, mate. Yep. They're made of weed. This isn't legal here yet. Am I allowed to have these? Grado hemps. This is like the stems, like all crushed up into this like big solid block, and then they laser it out. I love the grain that it's like made. It looks amazing, and they're just really lightweight. These are being sold for $420 US. Yep. If you check out their page, it's just full of puns. It's like so many puns. Now to jump straight to how they sound, amazingly, they're really balanced. And you're like, huh? Amazingly? Like what? They're like 700 Aussie dollar headphones. Of course they would be. But these are Grados, and they're one of the big players with a company that has house sound. And to help explain Grado's house sound, I'm going to put these down. You can pick these up in the States for like $100. And you can see they keep the same design going on. They're all like this. These slide so you can get them like level with where you want them on your ears. I've seen Short Circuit's video on those Grados, said that he didn't like the clamping force. Silly, mate. You got to bend them to the shape of your head. And I'm not lying. You bend them until they fit your head just right. Get the weight of your head just there, and these just dangle on your ears. They don't press against, they just sit there. Man, that's when I fell in love with my Grados, when I got them to fit my head. If you were able to draw sound, like the sound of the headphones, like HD 600s here, like I'll get the graph up. Thank you, Arting's great site. There you go. This is what the sound is, and written underneath is just to help explain what it is. Sub bass down here, regular bass here, the mids, literally most instruments and vocals live here, and up here is pat noises and the cymbals and all that sort of thing. And see, for the most part, it's super flat. For reference headphones, that's what you want. You just want a representation of music. It's got this roll off here in like the lower end bass. That's why bass heads don't tend to like these style of headphones. Here's the graph for the SR60s. Yep. There's a lot of top end there. That's what Grados do. They're not about bass. They're about the top end. Big heavy bass headphones, if you wanted to sell them, you call them strong. If you didn't like them, you'd call them muddy. People who don't like these style of headphones call them light and weak. Mate, these are sparkly. And that's why I was so shocked when they have bass. Sub bass, all of it, they're super well rounded. Like, check out this. Like, these remind me of riding a motorbike because you just sit right on the engine. Look at this really thin pad here, and there you go. It's actually maple on the inside that it's glued to. I mean, it's really nice. I wish this bit wasn't plastic. It's the same as this. But, that's how they save a little bit of money, and, they don't make these in China. They make them in New York. I actually had to wait ages for these. I ordered these as soon as I could. But it was during COVID. New York was hit real hard. And the interesting thing is, one of these is a slightly different shape to the other. This one's got like a slight lip on the inside, whereas this one doesn't. I don't mind. That really shows that these genuinely are handmade. There's not crazy amounts of like instrument separation, and like in terms of soundstage, like that 3D element, this is real close up, like vocals. Like, it's pretty nuts how headphones have the power to change where parts of the band are sitting. Vocals are right up close. But that said, listening to like noisier, dirty, these are fun. These are awesome because it's like you're at the front row and it's just right at you. It's equipped with the thickest dingus cable I've ever seen. Look how small that end is there. Look, it's the cable for some dirty birds. Look, it's the Grado Hemp's cable. It's a guitar lead. It's actually one of their downsides. You can't disconnect these, and these are so lightweight that, I mean, this humongously heavy cable, it's like a sandwich tethered to a bowling ball. Wherever the ball goes, the sanger goes. They actually aren't particularly comfortable. A lot of Grados don't tend to be. Like, oh dear, whoops. Oh no, oh we got it. They sound great. They're really, really super cool. And they run out of anything. These are only 32 ohms. Layman's terms, there's heaps of other factors. The more ohms, the harder they are to drive. These are 250 ohms. These are 600 ohms. You need a big amp to run these. Both of these pairs are only 32. They sound great out of your phone, laptop, anything you want. But go on, mate, let's have a quick listen to these. Beauties up for display from Romania, the Meze Classics 99s. This is metal, it's like spring steel. It's awesome. You know, that's metal. There's no plastic here, baby. Like, this is pleather, but it's soft. Oh, look at that. Self-adjusting headband. I mean, it's like a set of AKGs. You just drag them over your head. And there's no dedicated left or right. It's whatever side you want to plug the cable into. Because look, removable cables. Yes! Gold highlighting around it. Genius. And yep, that's just a big old slab of walnut right there. These just look so pretty and dainty, don't they? Like, oh, one time I'm going to really soft to be lovely for classical music. Nah, these are punchy. Wow! That story goes, Mr. Meze, like, he traveled on one of airplanes and he wanted a set of headphones he could drag around with him everywhere and just listen to them for hours and hours and hours. I know that sounds like any old set of headphones can do that, but like, you know, after an hour or two, like headphones that are too heavy, they clamp too hard, they maybe have too many trebles. After hour number 2, you just kind of want to take them off. But on top of they're really punchy. The tops are nowhere near as aggressive. It's just got like roll off at the top. Now, sure, that doesn't make them as detailed as like critical listening, but they just sound nice and warm. But they got plenty of detail. Meze's a really, really small company, and like, you know, you're not sure what you're gonna get. You think like, are they just beautiful? And then that's kind of the point. I tried these with all my mates here. I give them a tour of all the headphones, and just about everyone really liked how these sounded. Because even though the hors d'oeuvres here are like critically better headphones, you know, in terms of detail, instrument separation, all that, they are open back, so they bleed noise, meaning people can hear your music, they let noise in. You need lots of power to run these, and you don't have that big sticky bass. These are stupidly comfortable, they're just beautifully light. I love there's no adjustment, you just drag them over your greasy head, and they just got big, awesome warm sound. Look at it, Mars and such just seem really great outfits. I'm sure you're curious about price. They're about 300 freedom bucks, which is about $500 difference. For that, you do get extra stuff. You get this legit, beautiful hard case. Look at that logo. Man, it's like, reminds me of like Maserati or something. It's a hard case. I mean, the idea being is that you can stuff this into your luggage and your headphones are fine, because again, you wanted headphones for traveling. Insert, you got this bit that lives in the middle, because you know, they look there. So on top of having this nice short cable, if you know, listen out to your portable device, because these are only 32 ohms as well. Like, anything can run these. Check this out. A big, long studio level one. You know, if you've got a home DAC or a big amplifier, this is so you can plug them in and then go and sit at the couch, you know. Also included that. There's a big dingus adapter and a really nice airplane one. You know, the Qantas, whatever, they'll give you one of these. It's like the most hateful pile of junk ever. You can tell the man flies a lot of headways. He's like, mate, it's gotta come with one of these. Even though Cassette is a really small company, like, you're basically just getting started. They've even got the accessory for this, and it's wonderful. Balance cable. Look, the tiny little dingus guy. There you go. There's 3.5, and then 2.5 balance.
GSMs, you know, the signal down of both cables instead of just the one, and you know, there's phasing involved that cuts out noise, and honestly, they sound even better. Like, so if you got one of these little Theo BTR5s, look, you can actually use this with the balance, and amazingly, I know $50, you know, it's a bit of money, but in audiophile, man, $50 for a balance cable, which is nice. It's a genuine mess. I love this cloudy, grateful cable. It's really nice feeling, but that's not actually the thing that really swayed me about this. Companies reach out to me all the time about products that I'm going to check out, and you know, I'm going to check it out. There's like a good video, and they say that they're completely disassemblable and fully serviceable. Like, you can just rip into them and completely tear them apart. You betcha I'm gonna test that. Actually, because, look at this. See that? There's a tear, or like a nibble or something, in their headband. I did reach out to Meza, and they were like, oh, jeez, I'm so sorry about that. And I transparently told them that I wanted to tear these apart. And, mate, they are confident that this is doable because they sent me one to put on. So, you're on, Meza, right, mate? Oh, no, I shouldn't have taken that one out first. I've got this, like, veterinarian-style puller outers. Hey! I got one side free, but I lost the other side. Even with the this is how you can tell I'm not a technician, guys. And with much struggling, we're back to where we began. Look at this, it's a genuine King Crow T6 tools bit. Look at that screwy bit there. Look, even the best companies suck out. I didn't read any guides, by the way. I'm literally just hacking into these $500 headphones. There we go. Headband assembly out. That was easy. Alright, so now we can see these two screws must fit in two holes in the darker. Same size bit, which is good. I hate it when they have different ones on it. The screws the same. They are. Miss, thank you. That's one way to go. On your miss, eh? Alright, that was stupid easy. We're not done though. They said they are fully disassemblable. $500 headphones. Whoa, Romania. There you go. The same tool does all of these. There's you're a genius. All the same tool, and then like different size screws are a different shade. Like, guys, you're a legend. Whoa, that one's a different size. That's a bad one. That's weird. As long as it comes out, it's not. Oh, that one bad screw. Oh, that is annoying. No, actually, like these headphones, I've got a couple of losses on that screw, and this side looks like all four of them. Alright, show the other side. Oh, yeah, let's not break that. There you go, you can take those last screws out. Look at that, there's a big hardwood cup. That is cool. Yeah. I mean, wait, I'm just gonna stop here. I feel like I keep going, but I'm just gonna mess up. You know, 1 point off for that dud screw there. I could have gotten it out, but I didn't feel like chattering it too hard. But meze, mate. Now let's get it back together. To get your pads on, like, you gotta be a little bit rough with them. I mean, not rough, but you gotta stretch them a little bit harder than, like, you think that you have to. And to get this up, I mean, it doesn't matter which way I put it on, because left and right's whichever one you wanna make it. Look, it's a paper bits of destiny. I'll never throw them out again. Live with the duck. Live with the duck. Okay, meze, mate. There we go. Fully back together. Yeah, again, a bit of a point off for that dud screw there. Man, if that wasn't there, it would have been literally flawless. I wonder what the modding community can do with these. Man, I think maybe transparent cups or, oh man, maybe like melody brass or something cool. That'd be fun. This is Meze's first product. They got Imperiums now, which look insane. But for their first go, like, guys, well done. I dig them. So these final ones are by far the most expensive, and probably the first set of headphones I got hold of. I'm like, okay, these could intimidate someone who's not into like hi-fi listening. Like, they just have this substantialness to them. The Audi's LCD 2s. I mean, it's just substantial. Look at these ear cups, how like, because our ears face forwards, right? They don't stick out sideways, they face forwards. They're angled for that. Yes, these cables face forwards, they stick outward, but these aren't any old headphones. If you read here, planar magnetics. Like normal speakers, you know, like you got a magnet on the back, yeah, and it's got like the cone business, right, and the middle bit, and then like, you know, it wobbles and shoots the noises. A traditional speaker, I had a second go, it didn't work. It makes the bass strokes on the big ones, and it actually does all the high pitch notes in between the big ones. It's nuts how one speaker can do all of that. Look, here's some crappy trash headphones. That's quality. I mean, there you go. That clear section is actually the diaphragm that makes the noise. You see the coil windings? There's a magnet on the back. Actually, can't test it. In one of these, it's a flat membrane with conductive traces on it and like junk either side, and basically it just excites like. I barely understand it. You can tell because I can't explain it. I mean, I tried looking closer, but that didn't make it any easier. I mean, I could read the words better. Like, basically, its big selling point is that material is so lightweight, doesn't have a magnet hanging off the end of it all. That makes it work. It's the response time. So like how quick it is. They call it tight. Yeah, so big heavy bass on like a regular speaker has to go woo, 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 and settle again before going off. Whereas this just goes and it just stops immediately. It's like a race car engine that just goes and straight back down to nothing. It makes music sound really rhythmic and quick. And because those membranes are so lightweight, the bass extension going down to the really low stuff, it just kind of keeps going. I mean, modern dynamics can get super lower than these nowadays, but yeah, they can't touch these for response. And holy heck, like the imaging, the soundstage, how 3D it sounds. Let me put it this way, when I'm sitting down and really listening to music, it's with these. But check out how long this dingus cable is. I mean, it just keeps going and it ends in like this. After you look, it's a Grado dongle to get the big dingus to the regular dingus. Of course you can swap these. Oh, my dollary do. Of course you can swap these cables. They're fully replaceable, but it's showing its actual intention, which is you're going to be plugging this into some serious hi-fi and going and sitting down on a couch or something, because these need an obscene amount of power. I think they're like 70 odd ohms, which isn't heaps, but these need more power than the HD 600s. It's nuts. You just got to keep turning it up. Everyone who tries these is just agape at just the detail and just, they're beautiful. They're so heavy. LCD2s, like this is an older model one. They've got new ones now which are way lighter. But yeah, like you can get pretty sick of wearing these after a while. Back in the day, 1,000 freedom bucks or 1,500 dollary dues. But I mean, this is a beauty contest, and this wood, it's bamboo. Like, check out the grain, how porous it is. It's beautiful. Oh, I love these big ear pads. They're a lot like the Grados, how they got this, like, adjustability here. But yeah, these are basically the poster child for audiophile levels of headphones, where you just need big, stinky power. They're really heavy, and they bleed noise like nothing else. But when you get that room just right, I effing love these. This isn't a competition, this video is more of like, you know, just gushing about some really lovely sets of headphones. But I mean, it's fun to pick a winner, isn't it? Made of weed. I mean, if we're taking cost out of it, comfort out of it, all that sort of thing, doesn't matter what kind of crazy space age rig you're gonna need to make any sort of power out of these. You know, my favorites, of course they're these. I mean, I told you, these are the ones that I sit down with and use. The fact that they're beautiful, that's just a bonus. But most comfortable? These, by far. You just drag them on your greasy head. These two, the Grados and the Audis, they're about the same in terms of comfort. These are really light, but they got that humongous cable hanging off of them. You know, not a lot of padding. I mean, these are a lot like a motorbike, and then these are just so massively heavy. Yeah, you can get pretty sick of these. These are technically the best sounding Grados that I own. But because I already have lots of nice balanced headphones, I tend to use the 60s because I like how sparkly and just ridiculously lightweight they are. You know, so these guys kind of, in the rack, they kind of sit in no man's land. It's not because they're bad. Like, they're brilliant. But I do have a lot of brilliant headphones which are a little bit more comfortable than this. These are insane.
in terms of cost and like requirements to get the most out of them. I did all my listening for these on the M15 because these have just got that big stinky power. It's like a $1,500 music player. And yeah, I had the volume up pretty high. I gotta give these a win. They were the cheapest at 500 Aussie bucks. They're beautiful, they're lightweight, they run out of anything. You can basically make your own cables for them. They're easily disassemblable. The travel case is a bonus. I really like them. They're expensive, but pair these up with a little BTR5 with a balance cable. I mean, it's not cheap, but that's a heck of a travel set. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Yeah, huge thanks for patrons, especially these stinky names right here, mate. $1 a month. I do extra vids. I think it's like 30 videos, like back catalog already. Boy, this year really flies. We all wish it would end. But mate, we're having some good fun. It's the return of the Nugget Lucky Dip. Whoa, look at it. It's gotten big. Oh, look, you can see the treasures. You can just see. Whoa, is that a Toshiba? Oh no, I'm spoiling it. I don't even know what's in here. But yeah, I'm gonna pull 3 of these out and see if any of them either work or even have music on them. And the bad ones will probably smash with Mr. One Grit. You know how it be. So, huge thanks for watching, mate, and I'll see you all next time. Hello. Hello. Don't ignore me. You're very rude.